a heart doesn't has to tell you, because you can't go in a relationship where your heart doesn't beat. Because if you're to see in this world, we have many beautiful girls, and you are to find a man picks a very usual girl. In our own sight, you can see that that couple, how did that man pick this girl in that relationship? Now that's what your brain tells you. Because this girl is maybe not all that beautiful, you don't see what is too attractive to this girl, then you as another man, you will ask yourself, so that in that eager, you have to use your heart. First look for the person that your heart will beat for. Your heart will feel like I'm at a safe place. Because when we are in a relationship, we change hearts.
Barachi, as you are talking, there's a question which is just bubbling within inside of me. There are some young ladies out there that have been meeting and they've been asking this question to me. That how can I know that now this person or this girl, she's the one now I'm in love with? Or how can I get to know that this boy is the one that I am in love with? How? Can you briefly elaborate for
how
us?
to know
about
that you are in love with someone? Love is not that because someone has money, you have to go because of that person. Love is not because we are poor at home, let me look for a man who is rich and I cover up what some member of our family didn't do. That's not love. To know that you have loved someone, you have to first love what that person is. So you have to first love what really that person is. You don't look at, maybe I should love him for his music. Just be free. Whether he's poor, whether he's maybe a musician, first check in your heart. Who are the people that you love? Don't go there because your friend told you to love that person. Don't go there because you feel he has something best, he has a name, and you can see that you can also enter yourself and you will also be rich or maybe have that name. But when you realize that maybe when you are to know that I've loved someone, that person has to be in your mind. At the first sight, your heart has to pump for that person. At least when you see the person, you should at least feel your heart pumping, like you're scared.
And that's when you get to know that now I'm in love with it. Is that those are the signs?
Those are the signs I'm trying to tell about.
Okay.
So you have to see him and feel you've become different. You have to see him and feel like you should do something to make him happy. You have to be able to listen to the person you love. First thing you have to keep in mind, you have to respect the person you love. So if you find from nowhere, no matter how he is, that respect is there, just know that you're loving the person. At times, you're thinking about the person.
But to me, I think those are the things that comes maybe when you have already maybe taken some extra miles in a relationship. But there is this first sight. How? We just want to hear from that. How to tell that that first glance, no? Oh, my heart. Oh, how can I get to know? Or how can you tell that I am really in a serious relation with this person?
Because to my side, I don't say that there is love at first sight.
Is that what they call it? Is that what they call the first sight?
That is no love. The first sight that you do. No.
Okay.
That first sight you see, it triggers your mind. It's the one which brings out, it scares your body to wish to be with that person.
Now, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still insisting on the first sight. There's some of the things that strikes someone and say, now I am in love with this guy. I don't know what I'm going to do. How? Then there's also another area that I have to get to know now. If I'm in love with Barachi, I've seen her for the first time, my first sight, and my first sight has told me that yes, she has attracted to me. I am saying yes. Then how really? Because we have found some people who have become a victim of that. I've seen Barachi for the first time and struck my eyes and like, yeah, if I don't go with Barachi, no, I will not go with anyone. But in the end, and you meet someone, "Ah, what happened with Barechi?" And you say, don't tell me that rubbish, man. Don't tell me that. I think I was like, what what makes that, and how can you tell, and really you streamline a good relation and you are not missing the mark?
Now you see, that one happens when like you allow yourself to be addicted to a person you've liked just from first sight. You don't know who is the person is. You don't know who the person, what he does. Then now you find in the middle, you have allowed yourself to love him. Then you find that whatever the person does is not what you like. So you will find that relationship will be like, you just leave, we separated with. That's thing at first sight. You will see a person, you first consider, look at that look. Look at the way she looks. Look at the way she's dressing. Look at the way the body is shaped. Look at that. So you will wish.
Baruchi,
That is a
tell
wish.
us, tell us. Have you ever been struck by someone? Yes.
Yeah. I've ever been.
We need to hear that
Yeah.
experience now.
Yeah, because me, according to me,
Yes.
and according to my strike, I saw a guy, and we're like, wow, the guy is sort of my type. But because of course I've not had a jazz with him, so I might not know his behavior and what. But because of that strike, I'll be like, yeah, look at that guy, he's tall, and I like guys who are tall. Look at that guy's lips, look at the way he is, look at his body shape, is what. So that shade will be like, that's not love. That is a wish, and you'll be like, wow, he's enough. I think this, I think, you get.
Yes.
There you shouldn't say that this one will make for me. No. Say that I think.
I think.
Yeah. So you should you should look for now for something that will remove that I think, and you make it to be like he will make my life. You get? Don't be there and be like, you see a guy for the first time and you be like, wow, the way he looks, he will make it for me. No. Just say I think he will make it for me.
But I think on the side of the girls, even if he's being striked, he
Yeah.
doesn't have that permission now to,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
take any of
Of course, for us, now, for us girls,
Yes.
it's strange. To me, really strange. And it feels like when you're beautiful and you're good looking, yeah, to approach a guy really, to guys, really, you lower yourself. It feels like you're lowering yourself. Because it's not well and it's not good for a girl to approach a boy. You know what, this, no. It was made for boys to do that. Why should you do that duty that is not yours?
But these days things changed.
But these days, I don't know. But these days, you find a girl that's got some strike and is really going to the boy. And you really don't know where the boy is, who is like, and you really spread yourself, I've loved you. That's not love. You should do your duty as ladies and leave men to do their duties as your ladies. It is very shameful to find like you've approached a man and be like, no, I don't want, and ignores you. That is a shame, and you're lowering yourself as a lady.
Viewers who are watching us, we are still in our program, Watch, Listen, and Learn. And we are talking about relationship. Now, Baruch, I want to ask you a question. There's something I want you to elaborate for us and viewers who are watching us. What relation that can lead into a very beautiful marriage?
So, a relation that a boy fights to get a girl. That's the relationship that leads something very adorable. Like a relationship that a boy doesn't go in an easy road or an easy, just reach there, you know what, I love you girl, and you start from there. No. A relation that the boy has paid the price for a certain relationship.
What kind of price is that?
Now, I'm not talking about the price of money. I'm not talking about the price of what. You know, when boys, you approach us and we be like, no, we don't want. Do you think all of us ladies, we are the ones we be not wanting you? It's not like that. We want you to fight for us. We want you to defend, reach in a pub, defend us. Show us that you are the best on top of other men trying to follow me. Some of us, you know, us ladies, we are very stubborn. We have been struck by someone like me, by the way.
Yes.
I can get struck by you. You approach me and I still say no. Because I want you to prove to me that you're able to fight the world for me. I want you to show me that you're first the best on top of other men. I want to see first what you can do before you. I want to see what you can first approach. I want to see what you are capable of doing to get a girl like me. Because I have to stand in my value. Because I have to know what my value is. Because I have to know, yeah, I'm not a brab like you. Just come waste me, use me, and you go. No.
But you find that this boy, a man like me, is so serious and he has come and saying, "But Rachel, I want to marry you, and I'm very serious." So what proof? What
First
proof
of
that
all, never believe on a man's word. Because there are men who just speak but they don't mean what they speak.
And how can you know that he's not
Now that's what I'm bringing. You have to first pay a price of the word that you have to say. Yeah. I want you to, you say, I love you. But I want to first allow to pay price for that I love you. I'll reject you. I might slap you. And the one who will be like, yeah, I know he has slapped me. That love will end.
Let me tell you something. But there's one boy, I had sometimes back. This boy, just like you say, he paid a price for this girl. Now, this girl, at a given instance, she made a mistake. And she was told by the colleagues on the village that now, okay, if the boy has done all that and really he is trying to show that he's paying the price, there's one more thing has left. And then they convinced the girl. They said, now, sit with him, abuse him, tell him that you are nonsense, I no longer need you. And then they advised him that when you see that he has kept quiet and he has not responded to anything, then there you will get to know that he is surely in love with you. But when he speaks again and I say, what have you done? Then give him no. That
No,
kind of,
you know, in this world, all of us, we have a heart. And the heart pains. Remember that us ladies, we are very funny. And that's why I always say love should be all about trust. You see, the man decided all those times. He paid all the price that was to pay. He did each and everything to get you.
Yeah.
You as a lady, you should keep that in mind. This man really fought the world to have me. Handle him with care. Not everyone outside will speak something in your ears and listen to it. That's why many marriages are breaking today. Because of you hear someone will be like, go and do this and that. Because the man will first remember, look at the way I've paid the price for this lady. Look at I've suffered doing this. But still today, this lady has not trusted me with this. That's when the man will get hurt. And of course, when the heart is enduring some pain, he has to speak something. He has to experience himself and tell you that, really, look at the way I fought for you.
There are some
Up
girls
today, you have
who are
not
like
trusted
you
me.
right now. They are in a relationship as we are talking right now. They are in a relationship, but they don't know. Maybe they don't know what to do. So I want you to speak to them. I want you to tell them something. How they can handle a relation. How can they handle the relation that they are in, and then that relationship that has ended up to turn out into something beautiful.
Okay. So, as a lady, first, as ladies, we are the ones who lead the relationship. It's not a man who should lead a relationship. It's a lady who leads a relationship. Yes.
And who begins the first?
A man begins, but a lady leads it. A lady is the one who determines what a relationship has to be. Yes. That's why. Yes, that is
How?
it. Now how?
Something new to hear in my ear.
That's why it's better. Leave a man to start up a relationship, but a lady has to lead it, has to decide what should be in a relationship, has to control the man in a way that the man has to be like, yes, this is a relationship. How? When your man is at high altitude, you as a lady, you have to be down. Try to balance that. Because when a man is up, you're also up, that relationship ends up being broken. Yeah. So you as a lady in a relationship, you have to know your standard. You have to know your limits. You have to know there is a mistake, and in a mistake, you have to know that there should be a solution.
But there are these ladies who always test their fellows, their men, and they want they begin to taste like cheating.
Yeah.
They want to show how he cares, and how what do you tell them about them?
You know, these ladies don't try to dress up something that is, you know, I want to tell you a scenario that made me to understand that men need some comfort sometimes. I was speaking to some person, therefore, and he was like, you know what? He was a married man by the way, and he was like, one day I was in a district. My wife was at home. Look at this. Just listen to this scenario very well. I was at home. Her wife was, let's say, a wife in Barra, and the man, let's say, went to work in Kasese. That man is a teacher. You know, these guys teach every day and night. For us ladies, the lady was just babysitter, care for ladies, do minor work or some job. But the man goes to teach every now and then, is busy talking. At times those teachers even don't eat. They are busy with this and that, consulting, speaking from day and speaking from morning to night is something very hard. And during the evening, the wife called. As the wife called, he was like, hello? Yes. So when the wife called, I don't know, because of network, as the man told me, because of network, the man's voice sounded as if it was a lady's voice. You get that? So when the lady heard the voice of another lady, he was surprised and had to hang up the call. So at that altitude, the man was to come tomorrow at home. The man came at home. So the lady directly stood up from nowhere and was like, you know what? I think you go to work and you ever with ladies there, so you even give me to talk to your ladies and stuff and stuff and stuff. So that scenario really made me some, when I was hearing about that. And the man was like, for real, if it was you, what would you do in the truck? So for me, I was like, so you as the man, you are the one who knows that it is about connection. But me as a lady, you know, it is very easy to trap a man, other ladies to trap men. But it's not easy for a man to come and trap ladies and stuff, married ladies. So when we, like us ladies, we are here in Barra, knowing that you've gone to work. We live in was. We be like, hey, my man is there, but there are beautiful girls around there. They might call, they might do this. So we be here, but we are not. We are just here on probability. We'll be here, God please, God please. So as you're there,
Okay.
and I call and I hear a voice of a lady. I already know that my man is already with what? A lady. But it is you, the man, who knows what? It is network. Me, I'm already in was. I'm here at home. I don't know. Scared. My man might be taken there. Yeah, that thing. So, the man, as in when he came back at home, food, what? The lady banged into things, was like, no, you are with ladies. I had the lady's voice. So, in that, yeah. So, one thing that I would request men to understand from us, like, to help us with, us ladies.
Look into the camera and tell them.
What men should at least help us ladies. Learn to, what you should help us on a real. You see that situation, you should know first, if you leave a lady at home, and you go to work in a district somewhere else, we are on was. Because we as ladies, we know, I myself and other many ladies, we know many ways to seduce a man, to fall in love with you, to just get him away from his babe. We know that. And it's like all ladies, we know that. How to seduce a man. So whenever we are married and our man is there outside in another district, we are not near them. And so they might be taken, they might what. So whenever we hear that voice of a lady, we are confused more. So we need that man to come down, not to shout upon us. Just explain to us slowly. Be like, no. Where we were, it was about work, it's because of these ladies. It was explained to us slowly. But men, instead of doing that,
There are those that that they don't want to know. Even if you try to
Yeah.
blow and explain, they don't want to know.
And
So,
then
how about those
ladies
ones?
take time to understand what your man is. They say men are different. They are not different, by the way. But trust me, men are different.
Different as
They are, yes, they might be the same in what, but there's, you should, as a lady, one, that you're married, you should always look for a certain character that your man has that other men don't have. You should try to know that.
Yes.
You
yes.
should try to look for that character somewhere. Yes, they say that men are the same. They all like girls. They all do this and that. But as in your house, or maybe you have your boyfriend, you should always stress that character.
Let me ask you, you married?
No, I'm not married.
How did you came to know all that? And
Me, I always collect information. I try to learn from other people's information. And wherever I reach, I first try to inquire what is there. When I inquire, then I have to look for that solution. I make research. I ask many people. I question this and that. Then I will come up to know that solution to that problem.
viewers who are watching us, we are still on our program, and I'm still with Bareche Rita in the house. So Bareche, I just want to ask you, and I want you to look into the camera, and you give some advice to the young girls who have just entered into a relationship.
Okay. As a girl, you have entered in a relationship. One, understand each other. Look for a character that your fellow doesn't have. After you have known that character, learn to trust each other. Because as you will trust each other, you will pray. You know, God is glorious. Ask God, as my man is somewhere,
Yes.
please God, protect him from all other scandals. You know, other ladies will seduce him, but God help him to survive the what?
Yes.
The danger. As a lady, don't always react at the first sight or at the first word you hear. Don't always react. Trace. Yeah. This is what kills a lot of marriages. You know, these men, you know, like men working all the day and night. He was not cheating. He was working for you to eat, working for money. What? Then for you, because you had someone told you a word, your man, I saw your man with something. You just come from nowhere. My man, you're cheating. No. Try to trace the information, but always not to hear and then you react. Because this man, it is very hard for that man to control himself. Because he'll be like, no, I've been working for all day for you, and what, you're just coming from nowhere telling me this and this and that. The man will get angry and will end up doing actions that will not help you at all. So I was trying to tell ladies that every word you hear, don't always react at the first word you hear. Trace information. If they tell you your husband is you're cheating, your husband has a lot of wives, has a lot of what? Trust the information. Trust the information.
Yes.
Learn it on your own. Don't do something because someone said you do it. You know, don't check your husband's phone because your friend told you. I checked my husband's phone and I found it. So you go and check your husband. No. Tell him my husband is not like that.
Busy. They
Yes.
when he comes, bring that phone. I want to see.
I-
I want to see who has who has called you today and all that stuff.
No, don't keep a man in darkness and fear. Leave him. Let the man feel free. Because if you make a man to act like you're catching him, you're pulling him to your side, you will think that he's someone very big, someone who can do everything, that you're scared of his action. Make a man feel free. Give him space. Although you love a man, how?
I think, Bareche, when you get married, your marriage is going to be so beautiful. With that, as I can see, from my eyes and according to what you're speaking. Okay, viewers who are watching us, we thank you so much. And this one brings us to the end of our program with Bareche in the house. And today, down there's a button that you're supposed to press on it, like, share, and subscribe. And this is the only program that we do believe is going to change our country and the lives of the people in our country, Uganda. See you next time.